Good morning. It is bright and early for me today, 7 a.m. But for those of you who are catching this movie or video a little later than usual, sleeping in, it's okay. Good afternoon, wherever you're at, maybe good evening. But as long as you're doing it at any point in the day, it doesn't matter. Today we're going to focus on shoulders, a little bit of core, a little bit of legs, some footwork, agility, just a little bit of everything, all in an effort to help you with your walking, your gait. So we want to help improve our agility, because if we're able to have quick feet, you're able to catch yourself in a stumble situation where if you're noticing that your foot gets caught and it's dragging for whatever reason, or you need to step sideways and you lose your balance and you need to have quick feet, this routine will help you. So do what you can, right? Don't judge yourself. You know your body better than anyone else. Make adjustments, right? If things are bothering you, don't do it, or make a modification, and I'll try to help you through those modifications. So, let's get into it. So we got Chuck Berry in the background. He's going to help us get started here. All right, toes up. So this is important for picking up our feet when we walk, right? Lifting the foot to step forward. Stay with the music. Hear that beat? Should be feeling a little burning sensation going on right here next to the shins. That's okay. It's that tibialis anterior. It's that little muscle that helps you pick up your foot. It's good. It's a good thing. We want to work it. Heels. Lift the heels down. Toes are down. So same thing. Trying to lift the heels now as high as you can. Pushing down through the ball of your foot, through the toes. Now back and forth. Toes, heels. Toes, heels. Back and forth, back and forth. Being able to raise those heels is important too, to help you move that foot forward from that back position. So as you take a step forward, there is one leg that is trailing behind that eventually needs to move forward to progress to the next step as you walk. And so that heel raise helps you with doing that part of your walking sequence, right? Pushing off the ground to move your foot forward and move your leg forward. And we'll work on the calf raise, the heel raise, from a standing position as well, because it's a little bit more applicable when we're standing. Okay, so now we're going to work on shoulder raises. You can use just your arm weight and gravity for this. We're just going to raise our arms up and down. Up and down. If it's a little tough, you can bring your arms a little forward, bend your arms a little bit more, and then don't go up as high. The maximum height you want to reach is shoulder height. Okay, so that's the maximum height. You don't want to go above your shoulder height. And if this is really easy for you and you have weights, go ahead and grab your weights. And if you don't have weights, maybe a couple of water bottles, that'll work. Maybe a couple of canned goods. Really anything that's going to provide resistance for you. Again, do what you can. Right? If it's a little tough, then you're not coming up as high. Right? And if it's really tough as you're holding onto the weights, put the weights down. Maybe you start with the weights and it gets progressively more challenging, then you can put the weights down. That's not a problem. Because you're just continuing the same move. You fatigued out your deltoid and you're still working. And so you have options. There's always an option. There's always an alternative to an exercise. And so you should be feeling the top of your shoulder, top of your arm, your deltoid. want you to hold it out there, stay out there. 10 seconds. Just stay there. About 4 seconds to go. And relax. Nice. Shake out those arms. Okay. Core. We're gonna get some core in here. My favorite move, the hollow body hold, but from a chair position. So your legs are out and you're sitting close to the edge of your chair. Don't sit so close to the edge of the chair where you're gonna fall out. Then you're gonna have to press your little emergency pendant and then someone's gonna have to come check on you. We don't want any of that. Be mindful. Think about what you're doing. Be aware of your body, of course, right? Always be aware of your body, no matter what you're doing. Safety first. So, close to the edge, but not too close. Then from there, if you can lean back, go ahead and start to lean back. Now notice my body is almost straight. Almost. Right? And from here, raise your arms up. Now if you can't raise your arms up, that's okay. Maybe they're up, halfway or 3/4 of the way. Or maybe your arms are parallel. Or they're close against your chest. Whatever you can do. But try to keep your body straight. If you're noticing your back is starting to hurt, sit a little taller. Okay? So don't lean back as much. But do what you can. Again, figure out where your body is at. Make adjustments. And if you really want a challenge, you can grab a weight and then you hold on to the weight above your head. So pull in the stomach, right? Suck in your tummy, suck in your belly button. Now you're really trying to pull in and tighten your tummy. And if you want to use weight, but you have a difficult time with your arms overhead, then just bring the weight down. And we're still leaning back. We're still working on our core. Do what you can. Keep those abs engaged. Right, suck in that stomach. Don't forget to breathe. As it gets challenging, and if you start to feel that lower back start to work, sit a little taller, and then re-engage your core. Pull in the tummy. And moving on. Good job. Okay. Squats. So, you can hold on to weights if you want. Right in front of your shoulders. You're going to stand, then sit. Relax for a brief moment. Stand back up again. Come down. Stand. Come down. Relax for a brief moment. Stand up. Really try to feel the weight on your heels as you stand up. If it's tough with the weight, you don't have to have weight. You can just use your body. Right? If you need help from your chair, push off your chair to help you get up. And then feel those arm bars on your chair to help you lower down. And then push up again. Again, so there's modifications for everything. Alright, so you can use your arms a little bit to help you. So figure out where your body's at. Don't judge yourself. Do what you can. Something is better than nothing, right? Take your time. Keep the weight on your heels as you stand and as you lower. Push or shift your weight onto your heels by pushing your hips back, right? Back into the chair. Don't miss your chair. Right? 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Okay, moving on. We're going to start our standing routine. So we're going to balance. I'm going to give you a little side view. Make sure you have all your equipment either under your chair or away from you. Social distance your weights 6 feet away. Just kidding. But definitely keep it away from you because we don't want to trip and step on it and potentially fall. Balancing. Single leg. So balancing is so important to walking because for a brief moment you are on one leg. Assuming that you don't have a cane or a walker. But even then, for a brief moment, you do have to step forward, right? As you take your step from front to back, right? Walking, there is that brief moment where you are on one leg. So it's good to practice this, right? Because if we have strong lower legs or a lower body, it helps us with our stability as we walk. Right, so we always want to make sure we're strong and stable through our core and our legs. So core, I've said this so many times, suck in the belly button, pull the tummy in. You are trying to shorten the distance between your belly button and your lower back, your spine, bringing it in towards each other. Okay, let's switch legs. If you need the chair, use it. If not, don't. Again, making adjustments, doing what you can. No big deal. No one's watching you. No one's judging you. You're in the comfort of your own home. Do what you can. No judgment. If you get tired, take a break. And when you're ready, join us and get back into the exercise. And that applies to every exercise that we do. If you get a little tired, stop, breathe, maybe take a little pause in the video if you can, or just wait until you feel ready to pick back up again. Switch legs again. We're going to get back into the balance. So, if you're holding onto the chair, and we're all balancing now, so do it with me. If you're holding onto a chair, try one hand, and you're going to raise the other. Come down all the way, come all the way up. And if you want to grab a weight, you can easily grab a weight and do this same exercise. It turns into a little bicep curl and a shoulder press. And if you can't do the shoulder press because you have shoulder restrictions, then you can definitely do the bicep curl and maybe a little press there. A little press. Or maybe you're just doing the bicep curl, and that's where you're at. And of course, if you really want to challenge, you're doing this without the assistance of your chair. Think about your core. One more after this repetition, and switch. Okay, so get into it. Use your chair if you need to. And if you don't, then you're getting right into the bicep curl and the shoulder press. Again, you're doing what you can. Use the chair if you need it. And if you don't need weight, then don't use weight. And if you have a difficult time raising that arm up, then just do what you can. Maybe it's just a little lift. Just a little lift. Again, doing what you can based on the limitations of your body. Right? So whatever works. Most important, core, core, core. Suck in the stomach. That's It's always priority number one. Core helps you with your balance. It helps with stability. Let's do 2 more. And time. All right. Good job. Moving on. So, you are going to learn how to plank. For those who don't know, I'm going to guide you through it. For those who do know how to plank, we're going to get into it right away. I'm going to show you guys what to do first. Elbows down. For those who know how to plank, you're doing elbows down on the seat of the chair, and you're starting now. Everyone else who has never done a plank before, hold on to the arm of your chair, the arms of your chair, and it's almost like you're in a push-up, right? So I have one hand on each arm of the chair, as you can see here from a little side angle, and a complete side view. You can see my body straight. And you, again, core. This is a core exercise, shoulder stability exercise. And when I say core, I'm talking about front, side, lower back. Your entire body or your entire core, 360 degrees, all the way around, front to back, front side to back. Now, if this is easy and you're able to, you can go down a little lower. And so this makes it a little bit more difficult, a little more body weight is working against you. Suck in the belly button, right? Pull that stomach in. Again, I'm gonna sound like a broken record with this, but it's important. Learning how to engage your core is so important, and it'll help you. It'll help you with a lot of daily activities, like walking, or even getting up out of a chair, sitting down, having to reach for something overhead. Right? Having a strong core and lower back is really important. So do what you can. If you need to take a break, that's okay. Take a little break, shake it out, and then start over again. So you have different levels that you can do for this. Find your comfort zone. Although it's not very comfortable. What I tell people is you need to learn how to be comfortable with being uncomfortable in exercise. So if it makes you uncomfortable sometimes, it might mean that it's good for you. But again, body awareness, if it's making you uncomfortable to a point where it's going to lead to an injury, absolutely we want to stop that exercise and not do it. But if you feel uncomfortable in the sense where it's challenging and it's really difficult, it's a good thing. It's taking you out of your comfort zone, it's challenging your body, because in reality that means that your body really needs it. It's hard for your body, so your body needs that work. You need to focus on that exercise, just to help your overall strength. Alright, moving on. Good job. Good plank. Okay, we're going to get into some of our agility now. So if you want the chair, you can use the chair. I'm going to take a little coffee break, maybe get a little water if you're up for it. This is the fun part, agility. So when I would do this in class, some of you would have a band around your foot or your feet, your ankles. You can do that here, where you put the band on. Of course, I'm doing it from a standing position, but for everyone else, I'd highly recommend that you do it from a seated position first, put the band on, and then stand behind your chair. Now, the band isn't necessary. You don't have to use the band at all. You can do it without. So I'm going to demonstrate both. For those who have the apparatus, the band, side steps. Okay? We're going to do 10. 3. And if you don't have a band, pretend like you do. And work. 5. 6. 7. If you need the chair, hold on to it. 8. 9. 10. Other side. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so for those of you who have the band, keep it on. I'm taking it off for just demonstration purposes to show other people who don't have the band that you can still do this exercise. If you can do it without the chair, great. If you need the chair, then utilize it, okay? You have options for everything. Same thing. Side steps again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more time, both sides. Set of 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Front to back steps. We're going to stick with the same leg. We're going to do the right leg. If you need a chair, use your chair. Step forward and step backwards. If we're starting with the right leg, so that means that if you are using some assistance, it's on your left side so that your left hand is down. Step, then step back. All right, so here's what it looks like from the side view. I step forward, then I step back. Forward and back. Doesn't this remind you of something? Right? Taking that step forward. It's almost like walking, stepping forward, coming back, stepping forward. Now coming back, obviously we don't do that often, but it's good to practice in case you do need to step backwards for whatever reason. Okay, switch. So now the other leg, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Again, if you need the chair, that's fine. And it doesn't matter that leg, that moving leg is close to the chair. Just mind the legs of your chair so you don't hit your toe against there and fall while you're doing this, right? So be mindful. Always be aware of your surroundings. Always. Pay attention. Gotta be careful. Safety first. Just like when you're walking around campus, right? Delivery trucks. You can kind of hear it in the background. Right? Curbs around campus. Gotta watch out for those. Little scooters whizzing by you and you gotta get out of the way. Okay, other leg, same thing, front to back. So like I've said before, this may seem very, very simple and basic, but they're very foundational moves for athletes, believe it or not. A little different, and of course more challenging for the athletes who are younger and stronger, but the foundation for these moves is right here with you guys. What you're learning right now is the foundation, and then of course you can elevate it and make it more challenging. But I've always told everyone who works with me, you don't have to be in a sport to be an athlete, and you are training like athletes. Other leg, let's get right into it. Left leg front and back. Again, use a chair if you need it. Four. I don't think I've said it, this routine. If Judy's watching, that's for you, Judy. She called me out and she said that I had an exercise routine where I didn't say core one time, which I found that hard to believe, but she was right. I didn't say core. But that was a stretching routine. We were relaxing our core that day. Okay, one more time. Back, front, and stop. Okay, so now we're gonna do half jacks, half jumping jacks. Use your chair to start. See where you're at, okay? So you're gonna hold on to your chair. So a basic jumping jack, right, is out, in. We're not doing the arms, okay? What you're doing are just the legs because we want to work on our agility, our foot speed. Out, in. Out, in. Utilize your chair. Out, in. Out, in. Out, in. Back and forth. So now, get a rhythm. Use that chair. If you notice that you can get away without using the chair, then go for it. And if you really want to get into it and be fancy, then go with your arms. Okay, so again, there's modifications for every level of fitness, depending on your body. 5 more, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. One more round of that. Take a little break. Water real quick. Coffee for me. If you did notice that it was tough, the jumping, let's scale it back. So what you'll do is out, out, in, in. Out, out, in, in. Out, out, in, in. So you start with your feet together. Step out, step out. Step in, step in. Step out, step out. Step in, step in. So this is if you have difficulty with the jumping, which I can totally understand. Maybe you're coming back from a hip injury or a knee injury. That's okay. This is where you're going to start. Okay, so this is what you're doing. And let's get it going. Let's start. So I'm going to continue with this. So for those of you at home who can't do the jumping, you can stay with me. Everyone else, if you can do the jumping and hopping, go for it. Get into your half jacks or full jacks if you're ready for it, jumping jacks. And everyone else, let's go in, out, out. In, out, out. In, out, out. Now start with the other side on the out. Out, in. Out, in. Out, in. Almost there. I know those of you are still working on those jumping jacks or half jacks. Give me 5 more seconds. Almost there. And time. Good job. Okay, here's the fun part. It's reaction training. So we're going to learn a sequence of moves utilizing the exercises that we've already learned. So I'm going to start slow. If you need a chair, grab your chair. Or whatever it is that you need to stabilize and help you out with your balance. So we always start, for this routine, jogging in place. And you can do it while you're holding onto the chair. Jogging in place. And if the jogging in place is a little uncomfortable for you, then don't do it. You can just stand still. 3 directions, we're going to work one leg. Front, together. Side, together, back. Now the left leg. Front, together, side, together, back. Right leg. Front, together, side, together, back. Left leg. Front, together, side, together, back. Other side. Front, together, side, together, back. Left leg, front, together, side, together, back. We're going to pick up the pace a little bit. If you can. If not, stay with the pace that's good for you. So front, together, side, together, back. Left leg, front, together, side, together, back. Right leg, front, together, side, together, back. Left, front, side, back. Right leg, front, side, back. Left, front, side, back. One more round. Front, side, back. Left leg, front, side, back. Those are the directions. Front, side, back, left and right leg. So I'm going to randomly call out a leg, and I'm going to randomly call out a direction on that side. So I might say right leg front, and you're going to have to take a step forward with your right leg. I might say left leg back. Take a step back with your left leg. I don't even know what I'm going to say. It's just going to be random, which is why it's reaction, random reaction trading. So it helps set you up for those situations outside where if something unexpected happens, you can react quick. Okay, that's the challenge. All right, here we go. So start jogging in place. Be ready for the commands and try to keep up to the best of your ability. If you notice I'm going a little too fast, then pause, wait, then jump in when you're ready, okay? Here we go. Right leg forward. Left leg back. Right leg side. Left leg side. Right leg side. Left leg side. Left leg back. Right leg back. Right leg forward. Left leg forward. Left leg side. Left leg back. Right leg back. Right leg forward. Right leg side. Right leg back. Left leg back. Left leg side. Left leg forward. Take a break. So that was a little introduction. So that's the challenge. Trying to listen to the commands and then react and perform that or execute that side and direction. So, again, if you need your chair, use it. If you don't, you're totally fine without it. Let's get into it. Start jogging in place. I'm going to go a little faster, just a little bit. Right leg forward. Right leg back. Right leg forward. Right leg back. Right leg side. Right leg side. Right leg side. Right leg side. Left leg side. Left leg side. Left leg back. Left leg forward. Left leg back. Left leg forward. Left leg side. Left leg side. Left leg back. Right leg back. Right leg forward. Right leg back. Right leg forward. Right leg side. Left leg side. Right leg forward. Left leg forward. Left leg back. And take a break. Whew! Almost there. One more final round. This is the most entertaining round. Unfortunately, I can't see you, but it gets fun because it's hard to keep up. And then you kind of get twisted on the sides and the directions, and it's okay. When I would normally do this in class, we would all get mixed up together, myself included. Even though I'm calling it out in my head, the transference from brain to muscles was a little off. So it's good, it's good. Again, reaction training. This is our last round. We are done after this. We'll finish with some stretching. So, jog in place. We're gonna go quick, random. Right leg side, left leg side, right leg forward, right leg back, left leg forward, left leg back, left leg side, right leg side, left leg side, right leg side, left leg side, right leg side, left leg side, right leg forward, right leg forward, right leg forward, left leg back, left leg back, left leg back, left leg back, left leg forward, left leg forward, right leg back, right leg back, left leg back, left leg back, left leg side, right leg side, left leg side, right side, left side, left back, left forward, right forward, left forward, right forward, left forward, right back, right side, right back, right side, right back, ah, we're done, good job, bravo, good work, finito. Let's do a little stretching for our calf. So right here, little calf stretch, a lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop. So we're getting a little bit of work, but then a little stretch here. Let's do 2 more. Lift, drop, lift, drop, other leg. Lift, drop the heel. Lift the heel, drop the heel. Lift the heel, drop the heel. Lift, drop. Lift, drop. Lift, drop. 2 more. Lift, drop, lift, and drop. All right, have a seat in your chair. Bravo, ladies and gentlemen. Good job. Let's do our little figure 4 stretch if you can. Again, doing what you can. You might be just crossing your legs down low, or your knees a little low, your legs a little low, and you're just beginning here, holding on and trying to keep your one leg bent and in place above your thigh or above your knee, on top of your thigh. We're trying to stretch out our hip here. So the more your foot's underneath your knee on the down leg, the more elevated your knee will be, which will increase the range of motion for the stretching. So if you lower it down, you're still getting the same stretch in the same area. It's just based on how tight you are or how much flexibility you have in your hip. So it's all relative based on you and where you're at. So if you have really, really tight hips, you might be down here. And if you're used to this stretching, then you might be tall. All right, foot underneath your knee, and that picks up the leg and elevates it more. And then you can really dig your elbow into that side leg and push down. Other side. You might notice one side's a little tighter than the other, which is normal. My right side's a little tighter on this one. Hamstrings, one leg is straight, and we're reaching down, trying to get close to the ankle. Maybe you're grabbing the toes. Wherever you're at is fine. Make sure your leg is straight. Support yourself on the other side, so your right leg is bent, your right arm is resting on that right thigh, depending on which side you're doing first. Switch legs and other arm. Right, start off with a straight leg, right? Try to keep that knee locked out. Try to feel that stretch in the hamstring. If you have to have your knee bent, that's fine. If you're still getting the stretch in the back of the leg, that's okay. Again, wherever you're at is wherever you're at. So whatever works. All right, bravo, good work. We're all done. Great job today. So to bring everything back to our purpose of this routine was walking, right? So as you can notice, when I take a couple steps forward, I'm on one leg, lifting the heel, picking up the toes as I step, right? So a lot of the stuff we did today is combining everything to help you pick up the toe, drive up the heel, step forward, right? So it's all helping you with your gait. And then of course the random reaction training was to help you in a situation where you need to react and move quick. So if you're stumbling forward or to the side, or even maybe stumbling backwards, you're prepared to catch yourself if you notice that you need to do a quick little side step. Or maybe you're going forward and you have to take a couple of steps forward. So hopefully it helps you to prepare for those situations. God forbid we get into those situations, we never want to fall, but you never know. But chance favors the prepared, right? So we always want to be prepared. Right? So that's why we do our training and our exercises to help us keep our body strong for whatever reason.